Welcome back to my Nakshatra series on this channel. This is Sophia, and today we'll be talking about Mula Nakshatra. This is where the simulation as we know it resets. And the theme of this nakshatra is singularity. We can also call it oneness. We can also call it enlightenment and wisdom. This is where phoenixes are made. They're not just reborn. So, located at 0 degrees, 0 minutes, and 13 degrees and 20 minutes of Sagittarius, this nakshatra takes the cake. If you thought the scorpionic nakshatras were intense, wait till you enter Mula. Mula's location holds particular importance. It does not receive energy from any star, but sits at the very black hole, a portal for powerful projections that powers our Milky Way galaxy. So all beings of our zodiac belt depend on this black hole for their very existence. And so the symbol of Mula is a root. Fitting, isn't it? In the grand tree of life in our cosmos, the very fabric of our simulation, seedlings and singularities hold all the information projected outward. We only see what is outside. We don't know what's growing inside. In other words, this nakshatra builds really quickly. This is also the grand architect of infinite destruction, but we'll talk more about that later. Ketu is the ruler of this nakshatra. He is a headless, tail end of the dragon, a shadow planet, a point in space that brings about eclipses. He is the keeper of past lives, much harsher than Saturn, and impossible to pacify with remedies. So, for the second time, this is where the zodiac belt resets. This is a destiny switch point. This time it is different. You may ask why. In Vedic astrology, we are entering the realm of the sattvic or purified nakshatras. All the rajasic and tamasic expressions in the former ones are now coming to account, meaning from this point forward, spiritual transformation becomes inevitable. After the scorpionic waters of darkness, where one meets their shadow, a dark night of the soul is experienced. But when one emerges in Mula, it's not all bright and alive. No, there is work to be done yet. This is a nakshatra of destruction. So before you become all pure and sattvic, every impurity within you will need to be rooted out, examined under a microscope, and then alchemized. And so, first you are sucked into a black hole where your light is unable to follow you. This cosmic zone is not for the faint of heart. It's a place where intense energies collide. Shocking truths are unveiled and radical transformations take place. It is as if one is standing at the threshold of a cosmic detective story, one that promises to unravel the very fabric of our existence. But what exactly is the nature of this fabric? To understand, let's first look to the symbol of Mula. A bunch of roots tied together. Just as roots anchor a massive tree to the earth, providing nourishment and stability, Mula Nakshatra grounds us in reality while shooting upwards. These roots, however, do not just reach, they delve into the very essence of our being, possessing us, uncovering hidden truths, and connecting us with the foundation of existence itself. Guarding this cosmic gateway are two formidable entities, the goddess Niriti and the shadow planet Ketu. Niriti, also known as Niriti, is not your average deity. She is a force of nature associated with destruction, death, and misfortune. Her presence might send shivers down one's spine, evoking images of fierce goddesses like Kali or Durga. But to view Niriti solely through the lens of destruction would be a grave misunderstanding. Her energy, intense as it may be, is ultimately about breaking down falsehoods and illusions to reveal the truth. Standing beside Niriti is Ketu, the south node of the moon. If Niriti is the cosmic sledgehammer, Ketu is the mystic's veil. Associated with spirituality, liberation, and otherworldly matters, Ketu brings a transcendental quality to Mula. Together, these two create an elixir of energies that tear down old structures, making way for spiritual growth and enlightenment. Everything with Ketu is about liberation. That's his law. And what does liberation do for us? At its core, Mula Nakshatra is the ultimate truth seeker. It's the Sherlock Holmes of the zodiac, always looking to uncover what lies beneath the surface. This relentless pursuit of truth gives Mula its reputation for being challenging, to say the least. Indeed, those born under its influence often find themselves navigating a path laid with difficulties, pain, and even destruction. These are your businessmen who file for bankruptcy. These are your fallen angels. This is a situation where all family members pass at once, leaving you to grow up alone in the world. But make no mistake, this destruction isn't senseless or malevolent. These are also people known to rise from the ashes. Just as decaying matter in a compost bin breaks down to create a rich, fertile soil, the destructive energies of Mula break down old patterns, beliefs, and structures to make way for new growth. It's a nakshatra of endings, certainly, but also of powerful new beginnings. It is a necessary part of growth and evolution, much like a forest fire that clears away dead undergrowth to make room for new life. Natives find immense success once the infinite gravitational forces spin them out of the black hole into space. It's as if they're now allowed to go ahead and create. The original ninth house to which Mula belongs brings luck. Luck, however, is the key word here. Ketu brings a great reset. You do, in fact, start from scratch. So, what of those born under the influence of Mula? These individuals are a fascinating study in contrasts. They carry within them an innate drive to uncover the truth, making them natural investigators. You might find them drawn to fields like detective work, scientific research, or spiritual pursuits. Their intensity is palpable. They carry a powerful energy that can be both creative and destructive. Learning to channel this intensity constructively becomes a key lesson for Mula natives. From a young age, many individuals of this constellation feel a strong pull towards spirituality. They're often drawn to mysticism, meditation, and esoteric practices like moths to a flame. This spiritual inclination isn't just a passing fancy. It's a core part of their being, a compass guiding them through life's journey. Interestingly, there's also a strong connection between Mula and the healing arts. Many individuals with prominent Mula placements find themselves drawn to medicine, both traditional and alternative. It's as if their ability to dig to the root of the matter translates into an innate understanding of how to heal the body and, by extension, the soul. The path of a Mula native is rarely easy, but it is always profound. These individuals often find themselves grappling with immense inner power, learning to direct it constructively rather than destructively. They might struggle with tendencies towards resentment or anger, making the journey of forgiveness and letting go a crucial part of their personal growth. They could also occasionally struggle with addictions. Relationships too can be challenging arena for Mula natives. The intense, truth-seeking energy of Mula doesn't always play well with the social niceties and white lies that often smooth the waters of human interaction. Learning to set boundaries while remaining open-hearted becomes an important balancing act. Financially, Mula can bring immense material wealth, but it also brings the responsibility of managing that wealth wisely. Many Mula natives find themselves on a lifelong journey of learning to balance material abundance with spiritual richness. Perhaps one of the most significant lessons of those individuals influenced by Mula is learning to stand on their own 2 feet. This nakshatra often requires individuals to become self-reliant, not leaning too heavily on others for support. It's a path of self-discovery and self-reliance that can be challenging, but ultimately deeply rewarding. In the grand tapestry of society, Mula energy plays a crucial role. After all, black holes are the driving force of our simulation. And so, it's the force that exposes corruption, challenges outdated systems, and pushes for radical honesty. Mula natives often find themselves drawn to careers that align with these themes. Investigative journalism, scientific research, psychology, alternative medicine, spiritual teaching, environmental conservation, or social activism. In whatever field they choose, their presence is often catalytic, driving change and transformation. Let's understand the secrets of the Galactic Center, which is deeply associated with Mula Nakshatra. Nestled in the constellation of Sagittarius, the Galactic Center is a cosmic enigma that scientists strive to unravel. Though invisible to our eyes, its presence is felt through the whispers of Gama, infrared and radio waves that pierce the veil of space. This elusive core is shrouded in secrecy, sparking intense curiosity among astronomers and theorists. The prevailing theory suggests that a gargantuan black hole lies at its heart, warping the fabric of space-time with its immense gravitational pull. Yet the truth remains elusive, and the Galactic Center remains one of the universe's most intriguing mysteries, beckoning us to continue exploring and seeking answers to its secrets. Spiritual light and darkness always do seem to intertwine in that space. The spiritual journey of Mula is intimately connected with the evolution of consciousness itself. As we approach the Galactic Center, which Mula points towards, through the precession of the equinoxes, it's said that humanity as a whole becomes conscious and aware. This mirrors the individual journey of Mula, who often experience profound spiritual awakenings, although they always come through gut-wrenching hardships. For those with strong Mula influences in their charts, embracing this energy rather than fighting against it is the key. This might involve cultivating a regular spiritual practice, engaging in shadow work and self-reflection, or pursuing truth in all areas of life, even when it's uncomfortable. It's about learning to channel intense emotions constructively, developing resilience in the face of challenges, and practicing radical honesty with oneself and others. While much of Mula's reputation focuses on its challenging aspects, it's important to recognize its immense positivity. This is Sagittarian fire, after all. When harnessed constructively, Mula energy can bring about necessary changes within society, leading to breakthrough discoveries in science and medicine. These become your teachers, your gurus, and your holy saints of the modern day. Wisdom is a natural consequence of their trials. And so we are left with a magical appreciation of its complexity. It's a cosmic force that reminds us of the importance of getting to the root of the matter, of facing our fears and embracing necessary destruction as a precursor to new growth. In a world often clouded by illusions and superficiality, this energy of Mula stands as a lightning bolt of truth and transformation. It wants you to dig deeper, to face your shadows, and to emerge reborn. This is where phoenixes are made. So I really hope you enjoyed this podcast on Mula. Thanks for listening. I'll see you very soon in the next one.